balls.
Balls?
Hello, everybody.
Oh, wait. I don't.
You
I'm
overlay,
I didn't even
baby.
Lost
Really?
in space.
That's cool, man.
So, yeah, there we go. Hello, welcome to Strixhaven. This is our 30th episode, friends.
Ow.
Oh my goodness.
Strixhaven, Lost in Space. So, there we are, friends. How's everybody doing? That good, huh?
Monday.
It is Monday. It's been a very long day.
I'm doing great. How do I sound?
You sound just fine, my dear.
Great. Of course I do. I would have sorted out all of my microphone issues before we went live.
Of course. Balls. Yes. Alrighty then. Why don't we go around and introduce ourselves? Let us start with Maudit this evening.
Hi everybody, I'm Clover Beat. I play Maudit. She is a half Eladrin witch who is a purveyor of all sorts of potions, you might say. And, you know, a lovely lamprey-esque caterpillar friend.
Lamprey-esque. Yes. Alrighty then. Ella.
Hello, I am Ella Darling. You can find me online at elladarling.com. That is my OnlyFans. It's just eladarling.com. But today here, I'm Pepsi Maxton. I am a satyr bard, and I'm a cheerleader, and I'm a journalist, and I really enjoy Maudit's wares. I'm kind of finding myself in school, and I found myself lost in space with my best friends. Oh my gosh, oh no!
And wait for it. She actually did make it on time.
Dun, dun,
There's
dun.
Theris.
I can't actually see anything yet because
It's okay. Just do the intro.
opening everything up, but that's okay. I am Star Cells. I play Theris Wick. I am a tiefling monk, lover of scrolls and books and biblioplexes and hater of stupid people and also lover of wandering. And I totally watched Indiana Jones last weekend and got to chuckle because there's some similarities there. And sorry I wasn't here last week, but try my best to catch up.
Yeah, you missed a little bit.
Stupid migraines.
Aw. Myriad _X. Because she loves that. Yeah, I know.
Hey guys, I'm Kirsten or Myriad. Whatever you want to call me is fine. Don't call me Myriad _X. That's weird. Except, I am a streamer here on twitch.tv/Myriad _X. I play a lot of cozy games. We play some spooky games on Tuesdays with the Gamer Ghoul Gang. And then I also do some art and TTRPG world building as well on stream. And then I'm everywhere else.
Clover B
Everywhere
gets
else.
inspiration. Sorry to interrupt. You got a big star over your head.
And then I'm everywhere else playing D&D on different channels. And I'm playing Hiccup, the wizard, Kenku wizard. She's very cute. She's very tiny, very feisty.
What is a cozy game? Is this me being an old man and not knowing?
It's like
Yes.
Stardew Valley or something like that.
Oh,
where
okay.
you kind of just settle in and you're just doing your thing. It's not like you're like playing like a fighting game or something very intense. It's just something you can kind of just cuddle up and play.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. I'd never heard that term before. So there's
Hey.
old man being old man.
Boomer.
Yep.
Sometimes this
I'm an
is a
Xer.
cozy game.
It's always a cozy game. I like to cuddle up with you guys digitally and drink bourbon.
Right. Especially the moist pleasure barge.
Oh,
is cozy.
On that note, Jax.
Hi! I like the word moist. Not really, but just the reaction other people have to it is a new thing. I play Senzan. a draconic-y ancestry sorceress from Faerun, and I'm digging being lost in space.
Well, on that note, let's talk a little bit about what happened last time. Not only so we can refresh our memories, but we can fill Star Cells in and maybe let Theris know that she missed the all of the combat last episode.
Oh man, that sucks.
So our scene opens tonight with the spelljamming vessel, which I don't believe you guys have named yet.
We get to name it?
Sure.
I was gonna say.
Oh my
since Dan
God.
is not allowed to name it.
Voice Pleasure Barge 2.
The MB, what was it? MPBT. I don't know. Yeah, our show opens tonight with the Moist Pleasure Barge 2 orbiting a planet known as Timber. What happened last time, just for Star Cells and Theris?
Going down. I'm yelling timber.
The Strixhaven came under attack by dozens and dozens of nautiloids. And to save your skins, you actually made it to the spelljamming vessel and were able to escape into wild space. Unfortunately, the ship is missing its helm. And Hiccup was able to figure out how the fuck it worked and basically jump to hyperspace without knowing exactly where you're going to end up, but hopefully wouldn't kill you. So, at the end of that, you jumped out of hyperspace and looked down to this dusty, brownish red planet with windstorms. You can't see any water anywhere on the planet. However, you were greeted when Maudit decided to use the communications device, which is sort of biogel, when she just shoved her hands up to the elbows in the biogel and tried to communicate with whatever was out there. Sort of took over her vocal cords and spoke to the party. You have been directed to dock at Port Timber, which is apparently a spelljamming port currently on the dark side of the planet. And I believe that is where we left off. Did I miss anything? Does anybody remember anything or want to add anything?
Just that Quintilius's pants totally split open and he yelled like a little bitch when he saw the aliens coming in, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire fucking life.
The aliens were going inside his pants.
No, he just like.
I mean, they might have. We didn't see after that.
They might have been
I mean,
probing.
I would scream
I
if
was
my
pants
pants
split.
split open and aliens started going inside. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it was Quintilius, and he looked like Eminem on a bad trip when he did it. So.
All right. What do you guys want to do? We are in wild space. This is all open form. You guys tell me where you want to go and what you want to do. You have been
I'd
directed.
also like to add, we have a dog now.
Yes, Bruno, the ship's dog.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the dog? Where did the dog come from?
He's part of the ship. He comes with the
Oh.
ship. It's his ship.
he
You're just borrowing it.
He's the actual captain.
It's his ship. You're just borrowing it. Yeah.
Captain Bruno.
That should be his name now, Captain Bruno.
So we have to somehow navigate to the other side of the planet.
That is correct. And if I am not mistaken, you were the one making the Arcana checks last time to.
I was.
All right. Is Hiccup going to get back behind the pedestal and try to poke and prod more buttons and dials?
Yeah, she's gonna go and just start poking stuff. The best way to learn is by doing.
Does anybody want to assist? Anyone who is proficient in Arcana can give Hiccup advantage.
Yeah, I'll give her advantage.
You probably don't want me assisting.
All right, so
natural 20.
nice.
27.
Woohoo!
So the Kenku and the Half-Eladrin are just, heads together, like just trying to figure out what buttons to push. And all of a sudden,
Like,
the
Marty,
ship
what do you think about this one? What if we push this one?
push the button. The ship starts to lurch and move surprisingly peacefully and calmly, with very little rocking and rolling. It is just smooth sailing around to the dark side of the planet.
Oh, think something. This is good. This is good. How do I steer it? Oh shit.
So you and Maudie are trying to figure that out, but you're working it out. You've got it. You understand how it works, and as you fly around to the dark side of the planet, a shining, what can only be described as a city on a small, well, it doesn't look small, when you get up close, but it is a city on a metal disc floating there above the planet. There is an obvious spaceport. It takes up a good quarter of the city. And Maudit, you can feel some vibrations in the back of your brain. Give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm not good at those.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Yeah, there's something you should be doing right now. You're not sure what. Everyone else,
like
give me
my
a perception
everyday
check
life.
at disadvantage.
Perception at disadvantage.
Yep.
All right.
8.
All right.
Damn, man. Wah.
Damn it, natural 1.
I think I got
All
a
right.
14 or a 15.
Actually, you succeed. So Theros actually notices the biogel is vibrating. It is literally like just...
Hey guys. I just pointed
Huh?
out.
Whoa, there. What are you doing with the gel over there, man? Getting experimental?
Oh, I
you
think the phone is ringing.
that is a safe assumption.
Stick your hand in it.
Going
Who's
on.
sticking their hand in the biogel?
I
Elbows
think
deep.
Maudie did it last time, so.
All right. So Uhura sticks her hand in the biogel, and are you going? Give me an Arcana check. Actually, what did I make you do last time? Wasn't it a Wisdom saving throw?
The wisdom
I think
saving
so.
throw.
Give me a
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw. Unless you're just going to relent and let it happen.
I'll do a wisdom save.
Okay.
It's a
Tell me what you
24.
All right. The voice is only in your head, and it says, it basically points you to a coordinate, and it is geometric. So they understand that people don't speak the same language. So you are being directed to the Triangle Bay.
Okay. Is it a consistent stream of information, or is it like a short message that I can then like?
You can reply to it. Yeah, it's literally
Yeah.
like a voice in your head that says, your docking berth is Triangle Bay.
Yep. The base confirmed, and then I remove from the gel, and then I go over to Hiccup at the control, and we're like, okay, so don't know how we're gonna do this, but we gotta look for a triangle and controlled crash into that.
Controlled crash. Got it.
All right. The gel is vibrating yet again, Maudit.
Yep.
You want to roll again?
Yep. Dead. That's an 8.
That's what the world needs. More vibrating gel.
It kind
the
of goes
future.
along with the whole moist pleasure barge.
I absolutely.
God bless you guys.
Can I get an amen?
Preach on, sister. Sorry. Anyway, you fail your save, and everyone just sort of is taken aback when that alien voice bubbles up out of your throat again, and says, "How will you be paying for your berth?"
Oh, Berth?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh man. I'm on my parents' insurance.
Shit.
Do you have
I
insurance?
asked them what the dock fee is.
You get the sense that they like precious metals, so gold is quite likely a good thing, but they give it to you in a weight, and they want a half pound of gold.
How
Shit,
much
I
are
don't know
gold
the density
pieces?
of gold off the top of my head. What's the conversion of coins to poundage?
I'd say probably like, I don't know, like
It actually
20 coins
it's
is
on your character sheet.
Is it really? Do it. Tell
Is
me.
it?
I think.
Somebody
oh,
do the math,
That
because
makes
I'm not.
sense.
No.
You
No,
only
it-
carry
it
so much
converts
weight.
it.
Gosh darn it.
It converts it to other.
There's a way to
I
like.
think 1 coin is 0.2 pounds. 0.02 pounds?
0.02 pounds, so that would be 50 gold pieces a day.
We can
I mean, we can afford it. I mean,
for a couple of days at least.
yeah, but we're gonna have to make money because I'm not losing money on this.
I love that you're lost in space and Muddy's worrying about losing money.
Oh yeah, 50 coins weigh 1 pound.
All right,
that's
so it'll only be 25 a day.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, better.
Much better. Yeah, I can afford it.
All right. Let's have that advantage Arcana check to see how controlled Hiccup's crash is.
Controlled crash. Let's go.
Yeah.
23.
It is not a crash at all. You are actually able to bring the vessel to a halt. And, you know, it's literally like in a movie. The little tip of the boat just goes boop and touches the wall. And there you are. You are actually docked.
I think I found my calling in life. I was meant to be a pilot.
All of you, except for Theris, quite frankly, this place, this room that you're in, this hangar, radiates magic. It is, without a shadow of a doubt, I mean, you're looking behind you into the vacuum of space, and it's just nothing's there. It's obviously some sort of magic is keeping, the same sort of magic that keeps the vacuum of space out of your ship is keeping it out of this bay.
I can tell it looks kind of cool.
Hiccup, give me an intelligence save, please.
26.
You're doing well tonight.
Besides the 8 perception check.
You hear a little whisper in the back of your brain, and it's almost like your symbiote is having a discussion with someone.
Hmm.
Who are you talking to?
She likes you.
Who?
The ship, she likes you. That's what your
Oh, you can talk to the
symbiote
ship?
is telling you. Yeah.
Maybe she likes us because we are we.
That's aw, thank you. She wants to know what her name is. You don't have to do that now. Do you actually say that character? Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Dan kept saying it. Moist pleasure barge. I don't know what that is, but sounds cool.
The inevitable. It's the inevitable.
The inevitable.
I think it means
No,
that
I'm
we're
sorry.
just gonna have a really good time here, and hopefully, not get super wet. Cause I'm a bird. I don't like getting wet.
What about if we call them Evie? Short for inevitable? Evie.
Evie.
As you are having this conversation, above
the
the
inevitable.
above the dock, you know, the pedestal where the spelljamming helm would sit, the name just sort of appears in script. The inevitable moist pleasure barge.
Ah, that's it. That's the one.
The inevitable
Inevitable.
MPB.
There you go. Yeah. So that is you have now named your vessel. It is the inevitable moist pleasure barge.
Yes. I'm gonna think of it as Evie.
That's perfectly fine.
Hey guys, did you know the ship can talk?
I
The
can
ship
talk.
is talking.
I don't
Who-
know. My little symbiote said that she likes us. She likes me. She likes us because we're we.
Oh.
Who has a symbiote?
Oh.
Everyone but Theris, right?
Everyone but me.
I don't have one.
Okay, Theris, so you get those tickles in the back of your brain, but they're not able to talk to the ship because they haven't interfaced with it yet.
Oh. So does it need to? Do we need to stick it in the gel?
Well, I mean, you get the sense that whatever Hiccup's been doing with the ship has somehow linked Hiccup and her symbiote to the ship.
Just been pushing buttons.
Is the ship cordyceps?
No, the ship is actually looks like it's made of wood, but no kind of wood you've ever seen before. It is not a cephalopod. It is not fungus, but from what you can understand from your symbiote, it is somewhere between alive and inanimate. It's neither one nor the other. Or maybe both.
So it's like the world killer, world eater.
Yeah, I was like really close to prestidigitating and like graffitiing the ship, so I'm really glad I didn't do that. That would have been really disrespectful. I was gonna like do something with like OnlyPants.
So, Oberon and Minds Blessed by Fire and John and Joffrey are they're there with you in the room. They're not particularly helpful, given that they are all martial or religious sort of folks. So
They're just cakes. They're just there for viewing pleasure only.
they are there for viewing pleasure only.
Pleasure barge.
They would like to know what the plan is. You're the spellcasters. You're the smart ones. What do we do?
We're gonna go and talk to people and then find a helm so that we can actually navigate. No.
Also, I need them to chip in towards the dock fees. So
Yeah, you guys got money?
they gotta pool their gold. Come on.
Yeah,
Freeloaders.
they'll pay half. They'll pay 12.5 a day. They agree, absolutely.
It's 50 a day, right?
Gotta turn a
The
profit somehow.
Minds Blessed by Fire looks at you, raises one eyebrow, and says, "It was 25, I believe."
That was Ella saying that.
Whether you said it in character or not, they are. You guys are friends forged by necessity so far. You've been
Okay.
trusting each other with your lives, so at the end of the day, they're probably going to react favorably to most things you do. You get that sense from them.
Okay. Then I just sort of like favorably, like kind of like gently like nudge him with my horns, like
Aw,
guy.
you're gonna like literally like
Mood.
you're gonna use your
We have
horns
so
to
much
scritch
fun.
him behind the ear.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. As you're having this conversation, you hear what sounds like something slamming on the metal dock outside. Boom, boom, boom. And you hear a
What
voice
is that?
calling out. Almost, it sounds like common to you. And please come out. This is the dockmaster.
We should go now. Okay.
Okay.
All
Hiccup's
right.
gonna toddle on out.
All right. You all go out onto the deck of the ship, and you look down, and there are three. Whose characters? Let's talk about this for a second. Whose characters have ever seen lizard folk before?
I may or may not have.
Haven't we seen lizard folk
Depending
in
on-
Barovia?
I don't know.
That would
Okay.
depend on DM fiat of where the carnival has been.
Gotcha. Well, I think now that I recall, you did see them in Barovia. So
Yeah, 'cause they were the ones in the caves.
right. So these humanoids are about. They vary between 5, 6.5 feet tall. They are black, scaly skin. They look a little bit like dragonborn, but bigger teeth, bigger fangs, and they are dressed in what look to be very ornate clothing. And there's about 4 of them there. 3 of them are in armor, chainmail with halberds, and one of them is in just robes, and that is the one talking to you. And he looks up at the deck and says, "Hello, my name is Bataku Ap Itzak."
Hello,
Gesundheit.
Dagudak.
So,
I will drop that in Discord.
Pepsi. No, Ala cannot do this, but Pepsi repeats it with perfect. Well, should I roll?
I'm
Just pronouncing it perfectly with perfect diplomacy, having grown up with her parents who are basically politicians.
I'm not even going to worry about that. You are the face. What is your charisma score?
Shit. What is my charisma score? 20.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. All you have to do is not offend them, and you've managed to not offend them, and you actually do repeat his name back perfectly. He welcomes you and he says, "And your name is?"
I'm Pepsi. These are my friends.
And it is the weirdest thing in the universe to watch a toothily mawed lizard folk say Pepsi. And it comes out, it sounds just like a humanoid would say it. And he pulls a notepad out of his pocket and writes down your name. Vessel's name?
How does he manage the plosives? That's so cool.
Give me an Arcana
Vessel's
check.
name? I'm horrible at Arcana.
Yeah, you're jack of all
I'm
trades,
so
though.
pissed into the wind. That's an 11.
Yeah, 10's fine. There's some sort of magic going on here.
Oh, that's cool. The inevitable moist pleasure barge. Or the inevitable
He
NPC.
taps his ear for a second. He's like, is the translator working?
very much so.
Can you repeat that one more time, please?
Yeah, I know. I don't like the word moist either. The
Oh.
inevitable moist pleasure barge.
I see. And he writes it down. And how long will you be staying?
Y'all? How long?
Uh,
do you say?
That's a good question.
For a
Can we do
while.
day to day? Is there a day to day
Yeah.
option?
Sure, absolutely. You must have someone check back with me every 7 day, otherwise we will sell the ship for salvage.
We'd take it as kindness if you didn't, so we'll check in.
Great. Then 7 days in advance, and we will check in again on the 7th day.
All right. You have a good week.
He's standing there waiting to be paid.
I know someone else is in charge of that.
Look at Bonnie.
75?
Okay. I mean, I have my bank. What's everybody else's bank? Because
Why
I
don't we
think
all
you
just
are the
chip
bank.
in?
Yeah,
Why don't we all chip in 25, and then the 2 other people can also chip in 25?
I will have them chip in. There's 4 of them. I'll have them chip in 100.
Okay, so then
so we need 175.
we're all adults who know math.
If they're chipping in 100, I'll pay 75.
See, Madit gets to shine here because while you all were in college learning magic, Madit was becoming a future business leader in Strixhaven.
Good job, Madit. Thank you.
After
How
you
much
pay,
do we owe more? Or are we good?
That's 7 days.
Thank you, Madit.
he says, "Is there anything we can help you with? Are you looking for a guide? Do you know how to get down to the planet?"
None of those things. We know none of those things.
We
just
could
need
use
a
all
helm.
of the above.
Yeah.
He nods to one of the guards and says, "Please escort them
I'm
to
like,
the elevator."
I know things. I know some of this stuff already. I've got a good eye for these things. I'm
Pepsi, you're so
pretty street
knowledgeable.
savvy in these parts, so don't try to pull one over on me.
We definitely would like the contact of your salvage yard.
Everything can be found in Timber City. You need to go to the Great Bazaar of Ether Vandalia.
Thank you.
He nods to one of the guards and says, please escort them to the elevator. The other 4 are going to stay behind and guard the ship. Because I don't feel like running 4 NPCs this whole time.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't blame
you.
you.
Aurora will come with you, though, in case you need a rogue. All right. You are escorted down. Sure. Is there anything else you want to do before we leave the scene?
I've got my little mascot cast.
Oh, okay.
Effectively.
You've got a little inkling floating around.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else? You guys can all do it if you want. I mean, I'm assuming Erica's just squelching
yeah.
along somewhere.
Erica is always with me, and she has definitely regenerated by now.
Y'all.
Herbert is, of course, under my hat, as per usual.
Okay.
And Clyde is probably meandering along with Pepsi's inkling.
Okay. Your frog is under your hat, and your inklings are just frolicking together.
I forget. Do I even have one of these?
Yeah, you do. You actually have the Lorehold.
Oh, right.
So,
Got a statue.
so
Yeah.
what would happen if you cast that here? Are you going to do it? I'll tell you what happens.
Sure, why not?
So, scrap metal from around the bay starts like scraping across the floor and joining itself into like a little metal statue built of all of the detritus and, you know, the history of this bay, the history of this hangar, and it's just following you around.
Does he or she have a name? Do they have a name?
It's up to
I
you
don't
to
think-
name them.
I don't think I ever gave it a name.
Well, and remember, it
think
takes
about
a different shape depending on where you are. Like in the desert, it would be made of sand and stone. In the forest, it would be, you know, trees and sticks and rocks.
Okay.
I'm gonna name this one Scrappy.
Scrappy.
Oh, hi, Scrappy. I'm like
Senzan,
jolted with the sound of like all of the scrap metal just like hoisting itself
Right.
together. Is that
Yes.
like? Do we need to keep that in mind for stealth?
no, I'm not going to worry about that. It can move quietly. It can move as quietly as its owner. So I'm going
Man,
to say
that
it
would
works
be
on your
really-
stealth.
If we could come across like someone who doesn't understand how that magic works and just have like that happen in front of them, we could like rule whole villages.
You just
We could be
arrived in a
gods.
starship. Oh my god. That's where this campaign's going. You guys are going to find a rural planet and set yourself up as deities.
Benevolent. God.
Senzan Town.
That's a different character.
Who
I
runs
feel.
Sinzan Town? Oh, Lord. All right.
And now I'm picturing Hiccup sitting on Pepsi's horns.
I always assume she
As
is.
we rule over the world.
Yeah, ruling over Sinzan.
There's like a
Town.
statue of it. It's just me sitting on Pepsi's horns, and Pepsi's all like elegant and shit.
And what's great is it would just be High Priestess Maudit being like, so where's your tithe?
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, Lord. And I'm just picturing you having this discussion with the lizard folk guards that are leading you on to the elevator. You walk down several hallways. You realize that what looked like a city from the outside is just a collection of barracks and docks. This entire platform exists solely to be a launching space. You don't see any civilians anywhere. You eventually reach what looks like it's a small room, quite frankly. And it opens into what can only be described as a sack, about 3 feet across. It just looks like a sack that, you know, the guards point to and say, jump in.
Jump in my sack.
Are we Are
Just
we,
a casual sack.
are we
Sorry.
voluntarily kidnapping ourselves?
Yeah, what's happening here?
If anyone would like,
I would like
I'm
to expect the tip at the end
hardcore
also.
insight checking here because I'm sorry.
I would
do
like
not-
to roll, please.
I
Arcana
back.
checks, people. Arcana checks.
I hate Arcana checks. Can I check
Like-
for something else?
I'm sorry.
Nope.
This feels like
19.
traffic.
This is
24.
absolutely magic. Who got the
Darn it.
24?
I did.
All right, Maudit's the first to notice. This looks an awful lot like the kind of technology bags of holding use.
Oh.
I got
That
one of
kills
those.
people.
Or potentially, and there's this weird undercurrent of transmutation magic, too.
I chuck Erica in first.
All right. You hear her go, nothing, like, not bad, but, like, whatever little sound pests make, and she disappears.
I'm sorry, you just made the sound of a garbage disposal. That is not
I
a
mean,
good sound.
maybe it is a garbage disposal, and I'm lying. No.
Erica's
You don't.
in chunks.
You haven't lost your connection, but your connection is incredibly weak to Erica.
I shrug and I'm like, she's not dead. And I kind of like hop in.
All right. Anybody else?
I'll hop in.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, we
Let's
traveled
go,
through the
nerds.
butthole, so
Hop
we
in,
can
nerds.
hop in the bag.
Right?
The wilderness
Bustle,
must be explored.
arguably scarier.
All right, you all jump in, and there is this sense of discombobulation. Everything is inside out for a second. You look around, there is nothing but this gray void, and you sort of jumble out on top of one another in a very large, dusty, hot stone chamber.
Oh, I'm not built for this weather. I'm built for like cold swamps.
Oh, I'm dumping something into the Discord that you all. I want you to understand this before you go out into the desert. So take a look in the Discord.
This is the most attractive stone chamber I've ever seen in
Yeah.
my life.
So
Stone cold
no.
stunner.
boy.
this is
Oh,
a really
no.
you are on a desert planet. Okay.
Why would you do
Where
this
is
to me, Seth? Why would you do this specifically to me?
Wait, what is where?
Wait.
Where did you drop a
Look in
thing?
the
In the Discord. So here I'll read it out loud.
Discord.
Extreme heat. When the temperature is at or above 100 degrees Fahrenheit, a creature exposed to heat and without access to drinkable water must succeed on a Constitution saving throw at the end of each hour, or gain 1 level of exhaustion. The DC is 5 for the first hour, and increases by 1 for each additional hour without water. Creatures wearing medium or heavy armor, or who are clad in heavy clothing, have disadvantage on the saving throw. Creatures with resistance or immunity to fire damage automatically succeed. Theris is completely at home here, by the way.
I was gonna say, like, I probably am in the desert all the time.
Yeah, like Theris is
can't
just like,
see all
this
the
is
heavy
awesome.
stuff.
Whereas Maudit is wearing like 7 layers of different colors of black linen.
Yep. You're
I
little.
feel like
you're-
Hiccup could be naked and it would be fine.
I mean, Hiccup's mostly naked anyway, right? Oh no, she's wearing a
Right.
little dress, right?
She's got her little flirly dress and her little wings and her little hat.
Yep. Those of you with symbiotes get this sense in the back of your brain that the symbiote will help protect you from the heat.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, fuck you too, Seth!
You just- I mean, you're literally a swamp witch on a desert planet, right?
Yes, I'm gonna die here.
Can I carry Maudit if necessary?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, she could try. I'm like, she could try riding Erica. I don't know.
I don't think Erica's
Too
big
small.
enough.
Yep.
No, what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm just gonna
Erica-
constantly create the swamp around me and be like, sucks to be everybody else, difficult terrain. It's gonna be a swamp for the rest of this planet.
You know those little like caterpillar toys for children where like it goes up and down? That's what I imagine riding Erica would be like.
Well, wait, can she just piggyback on Scrappy?
They're not big enough to carry people.
They're
Oh,
the size of a ferret, I think.
Yeah, it's your little scrappy guy is probably about 2 feet tall.
Oh, yeah, that's not gonna work.
If I learn enlarge reduce, I can make Erica rideable.
Or you could make yourself really big and like your movement speed is like
Oh.
tripled.
I think I have enlarge reduce. Do I?
I
Don't
think you do actually.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, can we have an Erica pulled chariot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um.
All right. Let me tell you more about this room. It is not totally enclosed. 2 of the walls are open to the air. There are 5 or 6. You recognize them at this point as guards. They are lizard folk. They are wearing that same chainmail armor and carrying halberds. They're wearing a brown cloak with 2 red slashes through it, which you've seen before. They've all been wearing it. It's either some sort of nationality or political affiliation. You're not sure which. And one of them nods to you and looks down. It's first time on the elevator.
That was an elevator?
Oh, I don't know what it is. I don't know. The mages call it the elevator.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
It's efficient. The bazaar?
Oh, you've never been. Have you not been to the Grand Bazaar before?
We have not been here before.
Well, we are famous for this. He says, out that door, you can't miss it. You'll hear it before you'll see it, and then you'll smell it, and then you'll know.
Is there anything that, like, if you're a tourist and you're looking for souvenirs, is there anything that I should totally get from this market to take back home that, back home they wouldn't have, or wherever back home may be? Is there anything special that you guys have here that you're like, known
If you
far
can't
and wide
find
for?
it, if you can't find it here, you can't find it anywhere in the universe.
Would you
You don't have
happen-
like a local honey or something that you're known for? Some like nice goat milk soap.
Oh, he gives you a name. It translates literally to dirt drink, and he tells you about this liquor that they ferment from rocks that they find in the desert.
Wow, that sounds really good. Okay.
Do you happen to have a pocket guide?
He's trying to figure. He taps his ear. He's like translator. Pocket.
You're obviously a large commerce hub with people coming from multiple places. Not everybody would be familiar with your culture and your laws. So, like a little
you need a guide. You need a guide. He points over to one of the closed walls, and there are several booths over there, and it's obviously people trying to sell their services as local guides.
Okay. I wander over. Do they have signs with prices, or do I have to actually talk to them?
You're gonna have to talk to them, and let's say, I'll give you. There's a lizard folk, there is a goblin, and there is an albino dwarf, and the 3 of them appear to be trying to haggle people, do deals with people for guide services, both around the city and out into the desert.
Oh,
I guess we
Okay,
should probably
here's one.
talk to him, figure out who's gonna be the best one.
Any birds?
There are a few Aarakocra you've seen walking by outside, but you have not seen any Kenku.
Well, to be fair, birds are kind of related to lizards.
But you do, like, what that does clue you into the fact, it clues you into the fact that it is multicultural, multiracial. It is not simply, the sense you're getting is that it might be a monarchy, it might be whatever, but people are generally free to conduct commerce and their business as they will. So, one of the first things you're learning about this place is that it is a relatively free society.
that's good. I I am most interested in the albino dwarf.
Anybody else? All right, albino dwarf it
I
is.
don't really have
support
too many
Muddy.
opinions right now.
Muddy,
Is there
how can I
something to
help you
eat?
in this?
Hmm?
How can I help you in what you're doing?
Give her advantage in persuasion checks or whatever because
All right.
you're very good at that. Or, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Bardic Inspiration's always a plus too.
Yep.
Granted.
I'm just
So-
gonna ask the albino dwarf. So, why should we hire you to be our guide?
I worked in the mines for years. I know everything there is to know about the desert. I also know a lot about the city. I might not know the most about the city, but if you want somebody to help you stay alive out in the desert, I'm your dwarf. He holds out his hand and says, "My name is Sithy Pathcutter."
Sithy.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Sithy.
So where are you from? He looks at Pepsi and he's like, "Who are you? What do you where do you hail from?" He's obviously never seen a satyr.
Oh, here and there.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Around.
you don't have to tell me. I'm just curious. You know, I like to meet new people. So what is it you need?
Well, I'm not sure if you're the best person for the job. I'm not. We currently don't need to go into the desert. But I wanted to know more about the culture here. I wanted to know about the laws and the political rulers and ruling class.
Oh, I can tell you all of that stuff. I thought you were looking for, like, you know, where can I find Joe's barbershop? Stuff like that.
Oh, no. Fuck Joe. Who gives a shit?
And his damn barbershop.
I cut everyone's hair around here. I cut the whole crew's hair.
All right, he says I can absolutely help you with all that. What are you looking to pay? Because my rate is normally 5 gold pieces a day, but you know we'll see what we can work out.
It depends. I am a purveyor of sorts, and depending on the laws and legalities of my wares here, if I'm able to make money, I can pay you more.
So you're looking to make money. I can absolutely help with that one. I know several of the good mercenary companies, and let's talk a little bit more. If you decide to hire me, we'll see what we need to do. But I can certainly help you out with finding work.
Finding work and finding stockists would be lovely.
Hey, how about helping us find a library?
Oh, we have one of the, well, it's not a library per se, it's more a bookstore, but it is widely considered to be one of the greatest accumulations of mystical knowledge in the known universe.
Now that sounds interesting.
Would love to hit that up. Also, we do need to find a discount ship parts supplier.
Discount spell jamming ship part supplier?
Yes.
Yeah, those two words don't go together.
Well, I mean, we're not looking for, like, luxury high-end, you know, like mahogany and upholstered leather.
All right, I know where to take you. Am I
You
hired?
want to shop where the smart shoppers shop.
Yeah, you seem to fit exactly what we're looking for.
All right, he literally just it's like a hideaway bed. He reaches down, folds up his little booth into the wall, locks it up, says, "All right, give me the 5 and off we go." Holds out his hand to you, Muddy, and says, "Again, my name is Sithy, and you are..."
Maudit.
And he shakes your hand.
I give him the 5. Actually, no. I give him 3, and I say, the rest will be at the completion of the day.
Sure, that's fine. He pockets the 3 and says, all right, so we're going to the Grand Bazaar. And am I to understand you've never been there before?
Yes.
You're in for a treat. And at that, we're going to take our little bio break, since it's 9. And we'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes, folks. Stay tuned, and we will see you momentarily. Intermission.
Well, it's delicious.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Now it's showtime, folks. And you can be sure it's the best show in town. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Who's setting up shop? We got a cleric paladin who is also setting up shop. We're going to call our consortium Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. We don't sell hats.
Is we don't sell hats part of the name?
No, I just thought I'd clarify.
I like it better if it was part of the name. Yeah, me too.
Oh,
That would be very funny.
I'm the head of it, so like we could add that to the name.
Yeah, we will then. We're gonna have shirts made. I gotta get their portraits all put together, and we're gonna have merchandise.
Oh my god!
This is gonna be awesome.
Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. Parentheses. We don't sell hats.
I would buy one of those shirts.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
They don't really apply to level 0 characters.
They don't? Okay. All right. So then I won't grab them. I thought that crit might be that extra one. Okay. So here's the regular damage. Oh, say good night, Francis. Oh, that's Chip. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, Chip.
Suck it, Chip.
Whoops. I thought.
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private mountain.
But I only wanted it.
This mountain is reserved for patrons.
But
it's a supply depot for all sorts of good things, which people can get at the snack bar. Like soft drinks, candy bars of all kinds, delicious popcorn, and refreshing ice cream treats.
But I am a patron.
Well, why didn't you say so? Be our guest.
And you're kind of at a point where you can't really wedge your way in there anymore. You're like,
here, boy. Here, boy. Come. Here, boy. You can do it. Come on.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
I'd like 2 of those, please.
Hot dogs? Yes, sir.
And 3 of those. And 1 of those. And 5 bars of these. And a cup of that nice hot liquid.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Oh, and 2 bags of those peculiar white puffy material.
You mean our crunchy popcorn? Shall I wrap that for you, sir?
Oh, that's all right. My saucer's just outside.
They come from miles to enjoy our intermission.
I'm terribly sorry. Bjorn, you explode, and in your place is a sweet roll.
Nice.
Hello there. Give the demonstration of my new invention, the goodies machine. The machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at our snack bar, just waiting for you.
Private messenger. And do you know how to do that in Facebook? I mean, in Facebook, whatever. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
At least Facebook is still around
Wow.
hundreds of years into the future.
Hey, why mess with a good thing,
Go ahead
right?
and clip that one, guys. You can send that one to me later, too. Thanks a lot.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
Brother, and I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Ethan, there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
Brass knuckles he's wearing, and the creature just.
How did the creature go?
One more time?
What? One more time?
No, that was it.
Like you crave that corn when it's freshly bobbed, you gotta beat it to the box with the butter on the top. Get with it, man, start strolling down to the sweets that set you rolling, the best in town. Our candy's real gone, if I'm understood. To all you squares, that means the confection is positively delicious. Cork that stuff, give me 5, let me send you into this nutty jive. Go, man, go! It ain't very far. Shake it on down to this cool snack bar. Come on, Jill, give us a treat. A friendly pepper-upper with a tasty beat.
Drink Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, 'cause it never lets you down.
Frosty, man, frosty.
People, we might be able to take care of that. I
I'm
understand.
gonna sing the Doom song now.
Oh, God.
Doom, 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 da doom, doom, da doom, da doom, doom, da doom, 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 da doom, doom, da doom, doom. Doomy, 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 doom, doom, doom. The end.
Music to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger. Fresh, lean beef, done to a golden brown, couched in a soft bun, and garnished to taste. Man, that's hunger heaven. And you'll feel like you're heaven sent when you get one at our refreshment stand.
Happen. Let me see. Is there a deception check for a horse? Or does a horse have a? Ooh, it's going for the
deception for a horse.
Yeah, a horse
I
has got
love it.
deception. So the horse goes up and you see it. It's looking a brief second. It looks at the plant like maybe it's something even tastier, but then it sticks out its tongue and it pulls back, and then it backs up. It's got the sugar cube in its mouth and its eyes go boing as these eyes just go, and it starts woo, and it starts bucking, and it just and he was looking at something in his hand, and he is standing up. And
I don't know. We're back though. Did we lose Anella?
I don't. Maybe.
I think we lost Anella.
She's here. I think the camera got a little funky.
I can't hear her though.
She's frozen on my screen.
Yeah, she's frozen on mine. She'll be back momentarily. Don't worry about it.
Are you eating
know
Fig
what?
Newtons?
I am.
You know what you should put on your ice cream next time, Seth?
I love
Yeah.
these things.
There she is. You're back, madame.
Are you hiding behind crackers?
Oh, hold on.
I'm
What are
telling
they?
Seth that instead of just putting regular like nuts and cashews on his ice cream next time, he should
What,
put
hold them up again. What are they?
it's a caramel cashew.
Yeah.
mix.
You know what
Yeah,
though?
that sounds
Like,
good.
I would gain like 50 pounds because I'd eat like 4 bags a day. So.
That's why you don't buy 4 bags because it's $15 a bag.
I've been
Gotcha.
eating cashew butter covered cashews and almond butter covered almonds, and they're like
The Nature Valley, like little cups that are like granola filled with almond butter with a little bit of dark chocolate. Delicious.
Keep your lungs inside, Ella. Keep them inside the chest. Lungs inside. All right. Where did we leave off? We left off with your
He's taking us shopping.
Yeah, Scythe Pathcutter is taking you into the Grand Bazaar of Aether Vandalia. It is... You hear it. You hear the hubbub. You hear animals braying. You hear people talking in every language you can imagine. You hear, the din of commerce and people hawking their trades. And then the smell. And this isn't a bad smell, but it's animals and food, exotic spices, fresh leather. It is exciting and new. You've never actually been to a bazaar quite like this. You come around the street corner, and laid out in front of you, there's sort of like Colosseum stairs that go down. And as far as the eye can see, off into the distance, it's several miles of bazaar. It is massive. And Scythe looks at you and says, where would you like to go first? Fresh cured leather.
I was gonna say, because fresh leather distinctly smells like fucking ammonia, so
Yep.
not really a pleasant odor.
Odor.
So,
I am just going to be strumming my whatever. What have I got? Do I have a lute? Whatever stringed instrument I have.
Sure.
And if I can, just like if there's opportunity, can I give like advantage to
You
people?
don't have to, remember, you don't have to be singing. It's just your presence. So if you just want to give somebody else bardic inspiration, I think you've got like 4 a day you can give.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just give the bardic inspiration out. How long does it last? Let me look at
You
Aurora.
would think I would know that by
Hold
now.
on. 10 minutes. So it lasts for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. So
So-
y'all just don't hesitate to ask for it
Yep.
if you feel like you could use it.
And Aurora says the same thing. She's like, I'll happily help, whatever we need to do. Give me perception checks.
Everybody?
Yeah.
I'm great at them.
8.
We're smelling too much leather, ma'am.
Yeah. So
There's a little bit of chlorine gas in the air.
what did Hiccup get?
16.
All right. So Hiccup and Pepsi see that Aurora's not doing real well in the heat. She's got this like red sheen on her forehead.
Is there a place to buy like a parasol or something?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing that Sithis recommends to all of you is Yeah, you got to lose the armor. That stuff's gonna kill you in this heat.
Oh, I'm leaving my armor on.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter for you because you're resistant to fire. Fucking fire tiefling.
Wait, I thought our symbiotes were helping with that.
That's gonna help with dehydration in the desert.
Okay.
But for right now, I mean, sure, you'll still have to roll, and the symbiote will not make you take advantage if you're wearing armor, or not make you take disadvantage, but you'd still have to do it.
Got it. I'm guessing my fleece cloak might be a little warm for this.
I mean, as long as you've got it over your shoulders and you're not like wrapping yourself in it, you're fine.
Wool is surprisingly a good insulator both against the cold and against the heat. That's why you're not supposed to shave poodles in the summer.
I did not know that.
Interesting.
And that's one to grow on.
So you might actually be good because you also have fluffy little goat butt.
I am
Really?
wearing studded leather. The studded leather is probably going to be a little much.
Yeah.
I would absolutely like parasol.
Okay. There are multiple vendors selling parasol-like accoutrement. He takes you over to the first stall that does that, and you guys can buy whatever color parasol or sunshade you would like. They even sell those stupid little things that you put on your head that have the umbrella, that have like the little umbrella on them that are only like, a foot across. I'm
Do
just
they
picturing
have-
one of you.
I
would
Those
like
are
to
the
get one of those
dorkiest
for
looking
Erica.
things ever. Okay,
You
but
buy one of
Erica
those for
can pull it
Erica?
off.
Yeah.
All right. Are you gonna haggle, or are you gonna pay the gold and a half?
Oh, I am absolutely gonna haggle. I'm not paying a gold and a half for a parasol and a miniature umbrella. That is a silver at most.
All right, give me a persuasion check, and I'm assuming Pepsi is giving you the bardic inspiration.
Yes.
I got a 26 without inspiration.
All right, the vendor looks at you sheepishly and asks for 2 silver.
Much better.
And Sithix looks at you and goes, "Good job."
I want to look for something that I can add to my equipment that will increase my armor class that isn't like studded leather armor. If there's anything, because I imagine this is pretty common. People out here can't wear armor, so I'm wondering if they have some like local like trinket or accoutrement that they have adapted to the weather.
So, he looks at you and says, I don't know. You're looking pretty well armored. I don't know that we have armor. We probably have. There's got to be a magical device that would work. You know what? You said something about needing, he makes air quotes, discount ship parts.
Yeah.
We
The
just
best-
want to be smart shoppers.
Things that fell off the back of the truck.
The best place
Maybe
to
a little
go,
dented.
Vandalia's Legacy. It is the penultimate magic shop in far as I'm concerned, in the multiverse.
What's the ultimate?
This is the penultimate.
Penultimate means second to last. So what's
Correct.
the last?
It's like, well, I mean, there's always something better, right?
Okay.
Fair. Plus, we don't want to pay.
I would never want to
prices.
lie to one of my clients.
True. That's
I
a good
distinctly said I didn't want to pay ultimate prices. So.
point. No, ultimate prices not here. Not
I'm looking
today.
by penultimate prices.
College students, we're on a budget.
All right, he leads you through the bazaar. I'm gonna do a roll for him.
As we're doing that, I would like to subtly inquire about the legalities of mind-altering substances on this planet.
Cool. He looks at you and goes, "Well, I mean, there's a district for that. We could go to the blue light district if you'd like."
Do I have to go there if I would like to sell?
Oh, yes. And you're going to need guild membership if you want to sell.
Licensing.
But anything else you want to do before we walk? Because I think you're really going to like the Legacy. It's a great store.
I just want to agree with Muddy that what we really are looking for here is decriminalization of certain things, not legalization of certain things.
Indubitably.
There a music guy, like a musician stall?
There is an entire section of the bazaar, and if you'd like to go there, Aurora will happily, you mention it, and she wants to go. I'm assuming Pepsi would like to visit.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm there.
We definitely also bought a parasol for Aurora, by the way.
She bought one for herself. Yeah,
Okay.
she bought one for herself. And actually, I'm going to do character sheet right now. I'm taking her armor off. Oh, shut it, you.
I do want to look for something for my armor class, though.
All right. Just from being a pretty seasoned adventurer so far, that there's very little unless you step up to like metal armor, which is going to kind of screw you for casting spells, you're going to be looking at magical items.
Okay, well, I want to look for magical items.
All right.
Caca? Is that a caca thing?
Oh, no,
Thing?
They will absolutely be available to you. The prices at which they will be available to you are another
You
story.
look for like a ring of protection or like a cloak of protection, but I don't know how much you would want a cloak in the
Her fleece actually acts as a cloak of protection right now. Yeah. You get a better one, I guess.
Whatever.
All right.
I'll keep my eye out.
You make your way through the bazaar to there are, you hear it, obviously, before you get there, and you can hear drums of all sizes, timpani to hand drums. There are people playing dulcimers, anything you can possibly imagine is for sale or for manufacture in this district.
Let's see. How about I want to look at some djembe.
Djembes?
Yeah.
All right. There are some fine drum manufacturing businesses. There's actually a little alley. You go around the corner, and lining the alleyway are just hides being tanned and in various states of construction into all types of drums. There is a large human man actually standing there, standing under a sign that reads, Zaniel Beasley's Fine Drums. I've got to write that down now that I did it on Fantasy Name Generator.
And I'm going to check out the djembes and the balrons.
All right. He looks at you and says, "Oh, you play?
I dabble."
What are you looking for?
And I point at sort of a smallish balron with the handle and something like that,
Okay. 5 gold?
Can I strike it?
Oh, yeah. Here. He picks it up. He hits it a little bit. He hands it to you.
Okay. I play around.
It is well made.
Okay. And I start shuffling in my coin purse, and I'm like, 3?
Pepsi? Would you like to give Madame Bardic Inspiration for her haggling session with Zaniel Beasley and his fine drums?
No, I would.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
Oh, Lord. Fuck. And my cock-blocking symbiote strikes again. Oh, this is fucked. All right. Oh, no, actually... I mean, with disadvantage of 14.
Okay, then roll a d8. Or you could hold on to it and see if you need it for the next 10 minutes. I think 14 is going to be fine.
Okay, I'll hold it.
Okay, he said, yeah, you look like you're way around. I'd like to see the drum have a good home, so I'll take 3.
All right. 3 it is.
He happily sells you one of his fine drums.
Nice.
He hands you a card and says, the next time you come through, tell your friends.
All right. Now I have a horn and a drum.
Excellent. Aurora looks around and she's like, damn, I really wish war gongs were smaller.
She can get a little tabletop gong.
I'm sure she could. Sure, she'll actually look around and she'll buy a tabletop gong from Zaniel Beasley and Beasley's Fine Drums.
You can use it to announce, grudges instead of, wars.
She smiles and, it's the first time you've seen her smile on this god-awfully hot planet.
All right, get your personal vendetta gong and let's get going.
It is probably around dinner time right now. You guys can break for dinner, or he says, people will generally take a nap here from 4 to 6 and open again after that, or we can go and see if they're still open right now.
I mean, I guess if most people close, we might as well find lodgings to eat and rest for a bit, get inside.
All right.
You should do as the people do and nap.
Yeah, because if everyone's sleeping for 2 hours, that means they stay up for another 2 hours.
He says, you're not wrong. I've got a place I generally recommend. It's run by my brother.
What's it called?
200 degrees Fahrenheit.
What are the amenities?
It's clean, it's simple, and there's his wife's a great cook.
Sure, lead the way.
Yeah, why not?
And he leads you up out of the bazaar into a back street. You go up those steps, those amphitheater steps, and down a couple of streets. Is anybody paying attention to where you're going?
Erica is.
Yes,
All right.
we all kind of are.
Well, I'm saying I would, if you want to be able to find your way back to the bazaar, give me a survival check right now.
How do I make a
17.
check for Erica?
Me too.
Nat 20.
I got another.
Just roll yourself.
I got a nat 20.
All right. So literally all of you are in an absolute, utter turn of events. Everyone is paying attention to what's going on around them right now.
Apparently me and Erica super aren't.
Okay. So,
I'm not really paying attention either. Apparently.
What'd you get?
An 8.
Oh, yeah, no. Sorry. Yeah, so Theris is just... She's paying attention, but not to where she is. She's just looking at people and buildings and architecture. And Maudit's just trying to figure out who she can sell drugs to. So
Pepsi's reciting the history behind some of the street names.
Since she's never been here before, is she just making it up as she goes?
Yeah, but people are trying to pay her to join the tour that the crew is on. A natural 20 plus 2, I think. She's a natural performance artist. Let's consider
that's
that
awesome.
as well.
I love it. And Sithis looks up and he's like, you're not bad at this. Good job.
Yeah, I mean, I've been giving tours here for generations.
I would.
He just looks at you and he's like, never mind.
I would like to attempt to collect tour money from at least 1 or 2 people.
Yes. My associate will be walking around.
Sithis looks at you and it's like, all right, do this one time. Don't do it again. The guild will have a problem.
Oh, sure.
Give me a persuasion,
If you
a performance
do it
check,
once-
Pepsi.
If you do it once, it's performance art.
Right. If you do it twice, it's a job.
That's 17.
That's fine. You are absolutely performing the shit out of this fake history of every street you walk by. And here, I'm gonna roll a d20 to see how much gold you make.
Thank goodness I am a performer because I rolled a 6 on that performance check.
The other thing Sithis notices as you're performing and conning people out of their hard-earned money is that you're a really good performer. And he says, if you agree to perform, I think we could probably get you a couple of rooms for free.
I would love that.
Excellent. As soon as we get there, I'll introduce you to my brother and his wife.
How much money we make?
15 gold.
Yeah.
Cool. While you are walking down the street singing songs, the heat is increasing. It is blisteringly hot.
I'm absolutely popping off my swamp.
So it suddenly gets more difficult to walk. Like the terrain is just, you look down and the ground is just covered in rubble and muck. And Maudit looks a little more pleased.
I look irritated.
I'm gonna roll to see if Sithis has any idea what the hell you're doing. He rolled a 19 plus 2, so he's like, do you really need to do that?
It's fucking hot, man.
Oh, okay. It's just, the rest of us, it's harder for us, and we gotta drink more water.
Okay, I mean, you can walk 30 feet in front of me.
He's like, okay. And he literally just bolts. He doesn't want to be... He's sweating like... He's an albino dwarf, right? In the heat. He also has, a hood up over his head. And he is just trying to get out of the heat to get to the 200-degree Fahrenheit bar that his brother runs.
Why does he live here? Like,
Are you asking him that?
Yeah, like, what brought you here? This can't be good for you. I mean, do they have SPF spells?
So there's I need your help, and I'm glad you hired me, and I'm glad we're going over to the legacy because I think we can all help each other out. I wasn't born in Timber City. This place sucks.
Yes.
My clan has a mine out in the wastes. And we can pay if you help us get it back.
From whom?
He It's little. It's small. It's very small.
You're gonna have to speak up. You won't
Char,
come within.
Char,
30 feet.
she's a really, really young red dragon. Really young. Really, 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 really young.
Isn't that worse though?
No, you don't
Is
want
it
to.
like a hostile takeover?
Well, I mean, dragons usually do take things over hostilely, yes. But if you can help us get it back, there's a lot of adamantium and, ready for this one? Kelly told me not to, but I'm gonna. Trilithium.
Oh.
And I suspect that the owner of the legacy is going to ask you for some of that, and we got some. Well, Char has it right now.
I mean, we can barely tolerate this shithole of a city. What makes you think we can tolerate being out in the wastes?
you look like you can handle yourselves, and I mean, if you're really that weak, maybe you should wait on the boat.
I jog to get closer to him.
he jogs to. She's trying to stay out of your 30 feet. You can't overtake him. He is a dwarf. Are you gonna really try to overtake him?
No, I was just being an asshole.
Well, so is he. So, anything else you guys want to do or talk about before you arrive at 200 degrees Fahrenheit?
I mean, if we're about to go inside, I'll turn off the swamp.
You do. You turn a corner, and it's a street lined with awnings that come out. There are people sitting out having, in a very Persian style, they're sitting on the ground with pillows, and there are what look to be sort of palm blades circling in rudimentary fans that maybe run on something you can't see. And they're just hanging out under the awnings, drinking some tea, eating some food. And one of these establishments is indeed the 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And Sithis walks you up onto the porch area and looks to another albino dwarf who is wearing sort of a white robe, obviously just sweating because that's what people do here. And he introduces you to his brother, Zahir. And says, these are, I'm guiding them around the city, they're clients, but they're performers too. He looks at Pepsi and says, go ahead, show them.
I start chuckling.
I lean down and I spin the pinwheel on the top of the umbrella on Erica's hat.
I take my little whistle stick and I whoop.
We're very impressive performers.
All right. Despite what Maudit and Hiccup are doing, I'm gonna have Pepsi roll performance check for me.
But I'm just like casually juggling, just like as I'm walking.
Are you juggling like daggers?
Yes, daggers for sure. I had a natural 20.
All
That's
right,
a 31. That's 31.
All right, you're like flipping daggers up in the air, catching them. Like you're like at one point you like do a backflip while you're juggling daggers.
While I'm juggling, so let's talk about where we're gonna send the groupies, because like I need a good night's sleep. I need nobody getting in. Okay.
He looks at you. He is incredibly impressed, and he offers you no fewer than 3 rooms.
We'll take 2, but we want 20% of the door fee.
Well, we don't charge a door fee here. It's food, and like I'm not going to give you a cut of the food. You can have tips though.
Tips.
I mean, whatever
Tips.
money.
Tips.
Yeah, tips.
All right, excellent. It's starting tonight.
All right.
He looks at his brother and says, "So, where are you taking them next? Are they gonna take a nap now for siesta? Whatever word siesta is on this planet."
I want to nap like the people do.
I'm just picturing Hiccup looking up at the party with big doe eyes, going, "I want a nap."
I want to take a nap now, guys. I take a nap right here.
Oh. I actually do want to take a nap now. So
She's like a cellar.
She's like a little tiny bed we can tuck her
Sleep with the verb.
All right. Zahir sits down. He has one of his servants show you up to some rooms. He sits down with his brother on some pillows and drinks some tea, and that's how you'd leave them. They're simply having a chat. You guys, anything you want to do, talk about, or we'll zip past 2 hours of siesta?
I mean, I assume we're going to talk about whether or not we're in on this getting the mine back from Char plan. Like, how does everybody feel about this?
I didn't mean to roll initiative. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yes, roll initiative against sleep.
I I mean, it sounds pretty cool to me. Maybe we should be looking for. I don't know. If you guys are down for it, then I'm down for it. I'll start looking for dragon stuff at the bazaar tomorrow.
I mean, Aurora
Yeah.
looks at you and she's like, I'll do it, but on the condition that we travel at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way we're traveling across that desert in the middle of the day.
That's a good idea.
We honestly have to do it because we can't keep living off of my money.
My money.
So.
I would like Maudit and Senzan and Hiccup to give me Arcana checks.
During the siesta, we're taking a short rest, right?
Yep.
I'm hot.
I rolled a 3 and got an 8.
All right.
I am too hot.
What did you get?
Too
What did
hot.
Hiccup
I got
get?
a 7.
26.
26.
What
All right.
What are we rolling? Oh, I know.
Arcana. But Hiccup actually, you know,
If you're making me roll this because of a symbiote, I do not have one.
no, it's not because of a symbiote. You know, you guys are all taking your nap, and Hiccup just bounces up from her nap and starts knocking on your door to explain to you that in that book that she found on the inevitable moist pleasure barge, that trilithium is something you need to make the engine run.
Jesus.
How do we have an engine or a magic boat?
It is a magic engine. If you recall, actually, Professor Tullis actually told you stuff about, in addition to living off of bioenergy and eating the symbiote races alive, certain spelljamming vessels also run on certain types of crystal.
Okay, that would make sense. I mean, yep. More reason to go there. We're broke and need gas.
That is literally this episode. It is literally you broke at a rest stop trying to figure out how to get gas and get home. Just
It
so you know.
really is like college.
All right. So that is how your 2-hour siesta nap ends, with Hiccup figuring that out and explaining to everybody that she remembered that.
I am literally Jimmy Neutron.
I'm more looking at the Skype chat, but I don't want to wear my armor anymore.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Go ahead and hit the, like, if you literally just click the box next to it, it'll take it off.
I actually have a higher armor class without it.
Yeah, you probably do.
Realized.
Yeah.
Monks.
Yeah, monks.
They add, because I think they add, it's like 10 plus your dex plus your wisdom modifiers.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I can't figure out what to do with it. I'll worry about it later.
You just stow it in your pack. That's all.
Oh, okay.
All right. You are fresh. You feel better. You don't feel like you're exhausted anymore. There's plenty of water. The 200 degree Fahrenheit is happy to provide all the water you can drink. It is an amenity, and it is not lost on you how important that is here. I'm assuming everyone will be filling up their water skins.
Yes.
Yes.
You go back down to the sort of the open air porch area, and Sithis is still there talking with his brother, and he looks up at you and says, "Ah, did you have a good nap?"
Uh-huh. Very enlightening.
Enlightening? In what way?
I remembered stuff.
Oh, I guess that's good. Did we still want to go to the Vandalia's Legacy?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. He leads you down the alley, back down some wide streets to those stairs, and you make your way back down into the bazaar. And after a few turns and twists, you see this. You see it before anything else. It doesn't look like it should exist. It's a multi-story tent. It is striped in all the colors of the rainbow. It is purple and yellow and orange and red. And it is, there are windows in tent material. And it's just standing there, and people are walking in and out. There appear to be balconies on it. And your guide points up and says, all right. It is indeed. You walk up to it, and it is a 20-foot wide tent entrance. The flaps are pulled to the side and held up. There are braziers sitting there. I mean, it's, not necessary, but it's obviously for effect. And big glowing sign over the door, written in glowing script on the tent fabric, says Vandalia's Legacy. Through the doorway, you see the most crowded, mishmash curio shop you've ever seen in your life. There's bins with trinkets in them. There's, against one wall, there appear to be a bin stacked with like 50 different staves and pieces of wood. There's books galore. Every wall you can see is stacked with books. And what looks to be a human sort of glides over to you. And I say glides. They just don't look like their legs are moving under their robes, and their eyes are pure white. It is a man with whitish blonde hair, long, tied back, and fair skin. He greets you and says his name is, let me see what I wrote down, Calta Joval. I am the proprietor here at Vandalia's Legacy. How can I help you today?
Pippa has already zoomed past him and is going to look at the books.
He chuckles as she runs by. Yeah, next.
I'm gonna run to the books too, behind Hiccup.
Well, just window shopping for some things. Would you happen to have any Spelljammer ship parts?
Oh, we might have some parts. Why? Are you building a ship?
Not building, repairing, upgrading.
I see. He looks down at Sithis and says, friend Sithis, how are you today? And Sithis greets him and says, good. My fine friends here have just arrived, and I think they need some help. Rebuilding their vessel, yes? He's looking at you now. I would like insight checks from everyone. This is a high DC, though, so just give me a check.
Even if we just ran towards the book.
20.
21.
Theris and Hiccup don't count because they are not here because they ran to the books.
I'm not listening. That's gonna be the only good roll I get all night.
I know, right?
Everything else is in single digits.
Pepsi, you see Sithis and Calta exchange a look, and you're not sure what it means. They're communicating something to each other. You're not quite sure what's going on there, though.
Damn.
So yeah, yes, I do have some pieces. What is it you require exactly?
I'll know when I see it.
Okay. Understood. Is this for damage repairs? Is it for upgrades, replacements? How can I help?
You do understand that it is discretion is much appreciated and would be preferred.
Of course. I would never betray the trust of a client.
Quiet perusal would be my preference to see if you have what I'm looking for.
That's perfectly fine.
You go look around, and I want to see something instead. I would like to see And Ella Darling, don't know what Pepsi is saying. Pepsi is saying something.
She would like to look for your magical items of the protective kind.
Do you guys have anything for dragons? That would be good if I'm about to fight a dragon. And I'm like, I want to roll like something to just distract them and pull them away so that Monty can look privately, because I didn't like the look they shared, and I don't want them paying too much attention to what she's looking at.
Deception or persuasion, whichever one you choose.
17. Oh wait. Damn it, symbiote. Still 17 though.
There you go. All right. You managed to distract him and let Maudit just sort of wander off to wherever it is Maudit wants to go, even though she didn't ask where the stuff is. It's not hard to find. It's up on the second floor. Yeah, it's not difficult. You realize that there is actually some method to this madness, and upstairs on the second floor is an entire section of, accoutrement for spelljamming vessels. Let's go around. I'm going to go around counterclockwise. So, yeah, counterclockwise, that's a word. What is Senzan doing right now?
I'm looking at the stabs.
Okay. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? I'm not even going to make you roll. This store is a veritable cornucopia of magic.
What?
I can just roll on a list and tell you what's available.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just perusing them, seeing what jumps out.
You got it. I'm going to roll D20. Percentage die. 45. Beep. All right. There is a... Come on. Oh. There's a javelin of lightning kind of tucked behind some of the stabs. There is a... There are some stabs that just appear to be... They help you hit shit. Functionally, they're +1 weapons. +1, +2 weapons. And the other one, let's see, let's give you something off the high-end list. Something that I think will be amusing. There is a rod with brass inlaid tentacles coming up off of it.
Are you bringing the tentacle rod back?
If you would like, there is a tentacle rod if someone would like to purchase it. And these are actually labeled. So,
What does it do?
It literally, it's a weapon, and when you hit people with it, the rod animates into several tentacles that each get attacks, do extra damage, and can do nasty things.
It's the weapon.
It's Menriden's weapon. It's Menriden's weapon.
I kind of... Does anyone have dibs?
Well, the tentacle rod has a price tag of 5,000 gold pieces on it.
Wow.
Yeah, we're nowhere near that.
The +1 and +2 weapons have 500 and 1,000 respectively.
Jeez.
And the javelin of lightning is... Where did it go?
We come back for it.
Yeah.
And have declared ourselves gods of this planet.
The javelin of lightning, I believe, has a $2,000 gold piece price on it. Anything else you want to do right now, Senzan? I'm lounging now too, but my camera doesn't go back that far.
I got this excellent seat.
Jax, you're talking to mute.
Damn it. It's
Book stabs. What else was in the place? I'm sorry. I was trying to remember everything you said when we entered. I mean, like
there's
everything or
everything. There's even an armor section. There's, you know, you name it, it is here. This is the ultimate. No, it is the penultimate magic store in the galaxy.
Goodness. I don't know. Go ahead to someone else. I'll just keep looking at the gives.
Hiccup. Right to the spell books.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if I can find Leomin's tiny hut, a scroll for that or a book for that, so I can add that.
Is that
to
what you're
my
looking
collection.
for? Give me a percentage. Give me a percentage die check.
Okay. I'm also gonna look to see if I can find an alchemy jug.
Okay.
You want the unlimited mayonnaise?
That's what we're gonna sustain ourselves on, is the mayonnaise.
Yep.
I mean, that's kind of important here in the desert.
72.
That's perfectly fine. Yes, the spell is available. And let me see. Control F. Find on page. Alchemy jug. There is absolutely an alchemy jug available, and it's only 200 gold.
We can afford that, and I think that would keep us alive.
That's what I figured.
You figured Muddy would kick in for that?
Muddy would definitely kick in for that.
I'll pay 100 towards it. What's the pricing for the spell?
I am not sure. Scroll of Protections. Oh, there we go. What level is the spell?
Third? No, hold on.
Third.
Yeah, third.
It is 800 gold.
Can I, take the scroll and kind of go to the back and, just copy it down in my spell book?
That is... Hiccup as a wizard, that is the ultimate in poor form. You suspect the owner will have a huge problem with that. If you,
Damn,
you can
dude,
try
that
it.
sucks.
You can
Damn,
try
dude,
it.
that sucks for him. I'm gonna pop off an invisibility.
All right.
I'm gonna go in a corner. I'm gonna go in a corner.
I'm gonna have to do perception check for the owner.
But you do have bardic inspiration.
I'll allow it, sure. All right. Come on, give me the roll. All right, he literally did roll a 19 on the d20. Give me a stealth check, and you get advantage on it because you're symbiote.
I do. Uh-oh. What's the bardic inspiration? Is it D6 or
D8?
That's gonna be 24.
All right, he does
I rolled
not
a
notice.
7 and an 18.
He does not notice you cast your invisibility spell and toddle off to the back with his Lehman's tiny hut spell.
Matter of us surviving.
All right, what is Theris doing right now?
I don't have any idea what most of the stuff in this store is, I assume. So
I mean, you kind of do. There's weapons, there's cloaks, there's rings.
I mean, she's interested in. She's probably flipping through the books and looking through the weapons.
You know, as you're flipping through the weapons, a golden, it looks like a torque, almost. It just goes clattering to the ground. It was shoved back behind, and it's got a. Let me see. I gotta look at this price on it. Okay, it's got a price of 1,000 gold on it, and it says "Circlet of Blasting."
I definitely don't have 1,000 gold yet.
It just clatters to stop on the floor. And are you picking it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up and take a look at it.
Okay. It is very finely made. It is gorgeous, and I mean, it would look great around your neck.
Yeah, it would. I want to just take it though.
I mean, we are all playing good characters, right?
I think I'm a neutral.
Speak for yourself.
This is true. All right.
Is
Well,
there a sales section?
Is there anything else like special about it? I mean, I can't detect
Bargain
magic,
bin.
so.
it says that on it. You suspect that it's magical, but since you're not a magic user,
I want to kind of tuck it in the back again so that if we actually are successful at the mine, you know, it's like I don't want anyone else to come in and buy it. So kind of like
I'm gonna hide it in the back in the store. All right.
Hey man,
All right.
we've all done it.
I know, right? All right. What is Pepsi doing right now?
Looking for a bargain bin, looking for something we might actually be able to afford.
All right. So,
The dollar spot.
well, he takes you over and shows you some, what is his name? Joval? No, Kalta. He looks at you specifically, Pepsi, and says, well, if you're looking for some protective accoutrement, I've got some lovely cloaks here. I've got some rings of protection you might like.
Yeah, I'd love to see some rings of protection.
There are several different kinds, and they all have, they range from 1,000 to 5,000 gold, depending on how much protection you would like.
Okay, do you have a discount section?
We don't really do discount
Like
on magic.
A sales section. Can you sort from low to high?
I think low is 1,000.
He looks at you and he looks over at Sithis, and
We're
Sithis,
students, man.
Sithis sort of gives him a nod, like a go-ahead nod, and he says, "Can you gather your friends? I have a proposition for you."
God. We're not Greek, okay?
Says,
It's extra.
would you please gather them? I think this will be something that is mutually beneficial to both of us, to all of us, quite frankly.
Y'all are all about that out here. All right. Who's nearby? I go and
I'll come over. Yeah.
Yep. And we'll say
I
this
assume
can
we
happen
all
after
just
Hiccup
want
did her thing.
Hiccup just pops up in front of you like, hey.
Hello.
I'm upstairs.
Okay.
He's looking not suspicious at all.
Yeah, you can come down if you want, or you could just kind of look over the railing to eavesdrop on the conversation, whichever you'd like.
I left Erica with Pepsi because, that's what I do.
All right. Kalta snaps his fingers, and the flaps of the tent close and sort of seal themselves. He looks at you very intently and says, I need a supplier. My good friend, Sithis here, was my crystal supplier. I need that mine open again. He's intimated to me. Yes, you've told them? And Sithis looks up and says, yeah. Well then, if you can open that mine for me, I will gladly pay you, and I will help you with whatever it is, he points over his shoulder, she's looking for up there.
Okay. And some extra gold would be in it?
I think there would be a good amount of gold, but perhaps you're more interested in some of these trinkets.
Perhaps. Yeah.
He takes your hand and he takes a ring out of the counter and puts it on your finger and says, A show
I thought
of good
you'd never
faith.
ask.
It's a show of good faith. I will happily pay more if you can increase the supply. We need it. We need it badly. As a matter of fact, there are ships on the platform now that can't take off because we're in such poor supply.
All right, what do y'all think?
I'm gonna dig out the torque and say, can I put this on hold and what does it do?
He takes it from you gingerly and says, if you don't know what it does, perhaps you ought not hold it out in front of you. He explains that it allows you to shoot blasts from your hands.
At the mentions of negotiations, I pop back on the stairs. Because, no better way to summon me.
All right, you're coming back down?
Yeah, we are available for hire. However, we require outfitting to successfully complete our task.
I mean, absolutely. I will happily help with that. The return to my business will be more than enough to make up for it. And quite frankly, if you abscond or die, I'll just buy your ship.
Exactly. And if we abscond, well, probably not if we abscond, but if we die, you'll eventually get your stuff back anyways.
Very true. Then we have a deal, friends.
Does that mean I
mean-
can have the torque now?
We'll figure out the numbers over tea, but yes, we have a deal.
Ah, yes, a true businesswoman. And he invites you into the back to sit down. Sit the fuck down over some tea.
Pepsi is all just over him. Ever since he put the ring on her finger, she's just been a flutter. Don't mind if I do. Just.
All right. I think this is a good place to end. We're 10 after 10, and we'll finish the negotiation next time and trek out into the wilds of the desert. Sound good? All right. Let us start with Jax. Hold on. There we go.
Very much digging the Marrakesh kind of vibe of this, the bizarre, the sense, the sounds, the kind of descriptions. And I'm excited to have a horn and a drum now. I'm becoming a one-woman band. And getting some intrigue into our adventure on a foreign place, and it's pretty exciting. Digging it.
All right, cool. Hiccup.
Well, we're on an alien planet now. And we're gonna take over. This is gonna be our planet. We're gonna be gods. And not just of this planet, we're gonna be gods of every planet that we come across. But we're gonna be kind gods, except for maybe Maudit. But that's not my business. Kind of thrilling stealing. I think I like that. I think I like doing that a little too much. But it was for the greater good, because I needed that spell, and that's too expensive. Don't they know we're college students? I'm on a budget. I regret nothing. Would do it again. What else can I take?
The road to hell is paved with, stoled spells. Oh, wait, hold on. Theris next, and then Pepsi. Theris.
Alrighty. Well, I have to admit I'm not really sure what all the whining about the heat is about, but clearly my friends are quite uncomfortable, and I don't want to be that asshole who's like, suck it up, man, it's not so bad. But yeah, if Maudit could not do that swamp thing next to me, that'd be really awesome. It's kind of cool to be in space. It's somewhere I've never been before, and in some ways this planet's not so different than other places I've been, but I'm really intrigued by this whole this shop and this entire plan to take back this mine. And admittedly, I mean, arrows are pretty cool, but I'd really like to shoot things out of my hands.
Cool. Pepsi.
Oh, did I resituate
gotcha.
myself all stupid? I'm
I
sorry.
gotcha.
Usually I'm better at this. I'm just. Okay, so Pepsi is, first of all, so thrilled. Sorry. No, this is all Misa. I messed it up. Pepsi's excited that she found a trinket, like the little ring. The protection ring is very exciting, and she's very excited that he placed it on her hand. I don't know why. That just really spoke to something in her. She's got a little bit of a flutter for him now. She's really, really glad that we seem to be getting some cool like gigs going. Kind of excited to meet the baby dragon, and she's also really hoping she doesn't have to participate in killing the baby dragon. Maybe we can find a way around that. And yeah, she's really enjoying not being bound by that armor also.
All right, cool.
She also, unprompted, she took off her bra when they demanded the armor come off, and she's not putting it back on when she leaves.
It's hot, man. It's hot here.
Sucks.
Maudit.
Especially.
I mean, Maudit is fucking miserable. She's built for the Highland Moors, the Pacific Northwest. Like, she's not built for fucking Morocco. Okay? She's not having a good time. She's trying to fix this ship and go home. Well, I mean, like, not Strixhaven home, that was on fire, but like somewhere where she can catch up with the carnival, because like, I don't know, they never have problems. But I mean, she can at least figure out how to get some money to get everything fixed, and thankfully she always had her handy sack of everything valuable she ever owns with her, so able to keep us from dying. Yay!
All right, cool. Anybody else want to add anything? All right, Ella, where can we find you?
Find me at elladarling.com. eladarling.com, but don't do it at work because it's my OnlyFans.
And Myriad, no commissions still?
Nope.
One day you will be available for commissions.
I'm finished up Star Cell's commission, and then that's it for me for a while.
But you can find her here.
Yes.
Yay.
Find me here on twitch.tv/myriad_x. I stream every Tuesday and Wednesdays.
Yay. And Coven MTG, we do this shit show on Mondays, and Thursdays and Sundays we do Magic the Gathering. So thank you everybody for joining us, and we will see you all next week when our intrepid adventurers will go out into the desert and certainly not get eaten by a large sandworm.
Nah.
Nibble, nibble, nibble. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Yeah. All right. Take care, folks.
On a horse with no name.
Travel through the... Yeah, exactly. Wave goodbye, everybody.
Balls.
Balls.
Bye.
Balls.
Bye, oh, balls.